Argentina has always been a country of passion. Tango, football and politics are not just activities, they're lived experiences. So when a fiery economist with a mane like a rock star promised to shake things up, people listened. That economist was Javier Milei, and he didn't just win the presidency in November 2023, he roared into power with a mandate for radical change. Argentina was in dire straits. Imagine an economy where prices doubled every few months. That was Argentina's reality, with a mind-boggling 211% inflation rate. People were struggling to put food on the table as poverty soared. Milei, with his booming voice and even bolder promises, tapped into the frustration of everyday Argentines. He vowed to slash government spending, tame inflation, and unleash the power of the free market. His victory sent shockwaves through the political establishment. Here was an outsider, a self-proclaimed anarcho-capitalist ready to dismantle decades of economic orthodoxy. Some cheered him as a savior, while others watched with a mix of apprehension and cautious hope. One thing was certain: Argentina was in for a wild ride. Milei wasted no time. Like a surgeon with a scalpel, he went to work on Argentina's bloated bureaucracy. He merged ministries, put the brakes on wage increases, and hit the pause button on big infrastructure projects. These were not mere trims, they were deep cuts, aimed at stopping Argentina's financial bleeding. And there were some victories. Inflation, that monster that had been devouring Argentina's purchasing power, finally started to retreat. By October 2024, it had fallen to 2.7%, a far cry from the terrifying heights of the previous year. Imagine the relief of finally being able to budget for groceries without fearing they'd cost double the next month. But these victories came at a steep price. Milei's austerity measures were like a bitter medicine, effective in some ways, but with harsh side effects. Over 10,000 small businesses, the backbone of many communities, were forced to shut their doors. The ranks of the poor swelled, with over half the country now struggling to make ends meet. It was a tale of two Argentinas, one experiencing a glimmer of hope, the other grappling with the harsh realities of a shrinking economy. Milei's economic experiment, a high-wire act without a safety net, has left economists and everyday Argentines holding their breath. While inflation has been tamed for now, the specter of its return looms large. Some whisper that the government is playing fast and loose with the numbers, masking the true extent of the problem. The peso, Argentina's battered currency, initially stabilized but is now showing signs of weakness again. Imagine trying to run a business when the cost of imported materials fluctuates wildly. This uncertainty is making it difficult for businesses to plan and invest, further hindering Argentina's recovery. Milei's confrontational style, while appealing to some, has also created international waves. Diplomatic spats have erupted, making it harder for Argentina to attract foreign investment and trade on favorable terms. It's a delicate balancing act, trying to fix the economy while navigating the choppy waters of global politics. 9 months into Milei's presidency, Argentina finds itself at a crossroads. The initial shock of his radical reforms is wearing off, replaced by a sobering realization: there are no easy fixes. The economy is a complex beast, and Milei's attempts to tame it have yielded both impressive gains and painful setbacks. The question on everyone's mind is whether this is just the bitter pill Argentina needed to swallow for long-term health, or the beginning of a deeper economic malaise. Will Milei's gamble pay off, leading to sustainable growth and prosperity? Or will the social cost of his policies prove too high, plunging Argentina into further turmoil? Only time will tell if the lion's roar will ultimately be remembered as a triumphant call to action or a deafening prelude to further economic hardship.